They just had the Coney Challenge Series, a big road race happened there. In fact, the new Busch East Series is going to be running there, the third race of the year, live on HD Net. So, I love it. And I expect more drivers to get involved in it. I was just happened to be the first guy they asked to do it. And now I hear that Dale Jr. is talking about building a track down in Alabama. And all these drivers can do a good job because they know what they're looking for. And
it seems to make the most sense.
It does. It doesn't make any sense at all. A track owner trying to hire an architect and do it themselves. Trust me, they're going to make a mistake. It's just going to happen.
And there have been some mistakes made, haven't there?
Yeah, there's things they do, and I go, why are they doing that? And I've talked to Bruton Smith, and I've told him I'd like to help him with the redesign of Bristol. He said, I'll take you up on that offer. We're going to get started with what we got going right now. But I'll definitely talk to you, and once we get a little farther down the road, and if you can help us, if you see us messing up, give us a call.
Rusty Wallace with us here on the show. Now, you were deeply involved in covering the Indy Racing League last year. And I showed you this. The USA Today has a Venezuelan, Milka Duno. Is that
Milka Duno?
Duno is on the very good-looking, attractive woman who I guess is now going to compete with Danica Patrick and the rest of the guys. And Danica obviously had a lot of, how good is Danica Patrick?
Danica Patrick, in my eyes, is definitely the best female driver I've ever seen in my life. Now, we're not going to enter her into drag racing, okay? Because Shirley Muldowney, people like that are really bad to the bone, okay? But in racing, in oval racing and road racing, I don't think I've ever seen anybody better than Danica. And I base that on a couple things. If you remember last year, I drove into 24 Hours of Daytona. I had Danica Patrick as my teammate. And I had several other drivers that were with me, and we ran the 24 Hours of Daytona with a Callaway Golf on the car as a sponsor. At 11 o'clock at night, we're running third in that race. We're flying, and the engine failed. But every time we were getting ready for that race and practicing, she was in all the debriefs, Danica was. And she was very vocal. She wanted this air pressure change. She wanted to try a different shock absorber. She wanted the gears changed in the transmission. And she wasn't a gal that just stood back and said, I don't know nothing about the mechanical stuff, but I'm a driver and I'm good looking, just stick me in the seat. She didn't take that approach. She took a real mechanical approach. She wanted to be part of those decisions. And she got in that car, and I will tell you, man, she was flying around in that thing. And you saw her at Indy. She flew at Indy. I believe she qualified really well in Japan last week. And she's changed teams. She's with Andretti Green Racing right now, and she's definitely really good. Now, Milka, on the other hand, I'm not saying she's a bad driver. She hasn't had any success yet. She's beautiful. She's exotic looking, and she's going to get a lot of attention because of that. And Danica is a beautiful gal, too, and she got a lot of attention to that.
Yep.
But Milk can give Danica a run for her money when it comes to looks, I'll tell you that.
Relax and let your thoughts drift away in a Stressless, the ultimate recliner, designed to support you perfectly in any position. Relax your body, free your mind in a Stressless.
Come, experience Stressless at Inbo Furniture in Cornelius.
You don't have to be this fit to read Charlotte Health and Fitness magazine, but let Charlotte Health and Fitness magazine help you maximize your active lifestyle. Every month, CHF readers enjoy features on the best places to get fit, look great, and have fun. CHF is now available for home or office delivery. For a limited time, visit chfmag.com and sign up to receive your complimentary copy today.
Welcome to Stressless, the recliner that lets you create your own personal comfort zone. With a smooth reclining glide system that eases your body into the perfect position for total relaxation, plus full lumbar support and a headrest that adjusts automatically. Stressless. Relax your body, free your mind.
Come, experience Stressless at Inbo Furniture in Cornelius.
Sportsnight at South End Brewery is brought to you by South End Brewery and Smokehouse, offering fine cuisine, custom crafted beers, and the #1 microbrewery in the South. And by Inbo Furniture, Scandinavian and contemporary design.
Let me ask you about your relationship with Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Okay.
Because you guys went at it on the track. You talked about that. And you also, I think that caller alluded to the fact that you guys were friends, but, maybe it was there some hype going along with the, when you guys were going at it on the track, but you guys got along well off the track?
No, he was just a really, really good friend of mine. I mean, a good friend. I think we talked, I was doing an interview yesterday with a fellow by the name of Dustin Long, who's a writer, and he was asking about the relationship between Jeff Gordon and Dale Earnhardt Sr., and I was trying to shed some light on that. But Dale he only took a certain amount of people under his wing to be his buddy, and his very best buddy ever was Neil Bonnet, the late Neil Bonnet. They hunted together, they fished together, and he really missed Dale, or Dale really missed Neil. I remember before Dale died, he told me one time, he said, I really don't want to befriend any other race car drivers anymore, like I befriended and had a great relationship with Neil, because that killed me so bad when he lost his life. He still never recovered from that, even to the day Dale died. But I was one of the drivers that he really treated well. He taught my son how to shoot a gun, and we would go to the Bahamas on vacation down there. He would treat me like $1 million. He brought me in on part of Chase Authentics. I paid him $125,000 from my point, and he wrote. And when it come time to sell Chase Authentics, he wrote me $1 million check.
Good investment.
He's a very, very smart business guy. He made me a lot of money. And so I will tell you, I had a great relationship. He's got a wonderful wife I really support. I hate what she's going through right now with all this Dale Jr. buyout stuff, because I know how hard that Teresa and Dale Sr. worked on DEI putting that together. And that's all I can say about that situation. But, he's a neat guy. I really miss him a lot. We talk about, what? I still talk about Dale Sr., it seems like every other day since his death. Because he's a guy that was such an icon. I still can't get him out of my mind. Still can't do it.
Wow.
Especially around here. Just.
Well, other than getting into the.
And that's the reason I got a little hot when some of the fans threw stuff at Jeff Gordon for carrying the number 3 flag around the Speedway. And that's the reason I asked you guys. I didn't watch the race. Did I miss something? Or was it just people just hate Jeff Gordon?
They just hate Jeff Gordon.
They hate Jeff Gordon? It couldn't have been because he carried a 3 flag. I just can't
They were
imagine
throwing
that.
beer cans at the car.
Okay, well.
And they don't want a reason to like him.
That's it. That's it.
All right.
Wow.
What do you think of Jeff Gordon?
I think he's I really had a lot of problem with him when I was driving, because he hit me a couple times, cost me a couple of victories at Bristol. I hit him back a couple times, retaliated against him. I stuck his rear end to the wall so bad at Richmond, I thought he was never going to come out of it. And I used to hate him. But you know what? Time passes and things heal, and I really respect how good of a driver he is. He can flat hold on to a race car and flat get it around the corner. And then again, I roughed him up when I thought he was Hollywooding too much on everybody, Mm-hmm. And I think he's back on track right now.
A good woman will settle you down.
Well,
right?
I think
a good supermodel.
I think getting married to a hot wife and having her pregnant, that'll sober you up, buddy. I tell you that. Like I told him, he's gonna be coming out of the Gucci suits and be wearing the plaid pants pretty shortly here.
Rusty Wallace here in studio. We got about 3 or 4 more minutes. We got to let Rusty go. So we've talked about your track design. Talked about your son, your other ventures with automobiles, your car dealerships. I was surprised they're all in Tennessee.
Yeah, and how that happened a long time ago, back in like 90, might have been earlier than that. I went to Bristol, Tennessee, and I won the race there. Then I went back and won the race there. And the local Pontiac dealer, Parkway Pontiac, said, hey, can you come by for an autograph session? I came by. We had like 1,500 people in line. I head off from there to Bristol. I win the race again. And he said, man, you ever thought about being in a car business? And I said, I really do. I really did. And so I went to Roger Penske, my friend, and I said, would you look at this dealership for me? And he said, yeah, pretty good. So it's been an amazing story. A guy named Ray Huffaker and I are great friends. And we started the Pontiac store, and it's been very successful for us. And we went on to, Honda, then a Toyota, then a Kia, then Lincoln Mercury, and Ford. And I own, about 30% of all the stores. I own 50% of the Honda store and some of the real estate and stuff. And it's been a real good venture. And I'm still learning that business. I love that end of it. I marvel at what other people can do. I look at what Rick Hendrick does here in the Charlotte area and around the country. Mm-hmm. Really smart guy. I'm excited of what Felix is doing, Felix Zavada, with the Mercedes dealership in Charlotte. Yeah. I love that he's doing his own commercials and stuff. I think he looks great on there. I like watching that. And so the car business is something that really interests me a lot. It's really a neat deal.
Rusty, thank you very much. RustyWallace.com if you want to find out what he's all involved in. It's a great website, folks. Rusty, thanks for being with us. Safe travels, and we'll see you on the TV here pretty soon.
All right, guys. Thanks.
More to come on the Karis Radio Network. And also, we say so long to those of you who watched our Sports Night show with Rusty Wallace. It's on Time Warner Channel 18. It's also on DirecTV and Dish Network Channel 14 here in Charlotte.
This is the Bill Rosinski Show on the Karis Radio Network.
Sports Night at South End Brewery is brought to you by South End Brewery and Smokehouse, offering fine cuisine, custom crafted beers, and the #1 microbrewery in the South. And by Imbo Furniture, Scandinavian and contemporary designs. Treasured Events of Charlotte, Ansel Brown, Charlotte Health and Fitness Magazine. Guests of Sports Night receive Godiva chocolates from Godiva Chocolatiers in South Park Mall in Charlotte.
Relax and let your thoughts drift away in a stressless, the ultimate recliner. Designed to support you perfectly in any position. Relax your body, free your mind in a stressless.
Come, experience Stressless at Inbo Furniture in Cornelius.
You don't have to be this fit to read Charlotte Health and Fitness Magazine, but let Charlotte Health and Fitness Magazine help you maximize your active lifestyle. Every month, CHF readers enjoy features on the best places to get fit, look great, and have fun. CHF is now available for home or office delivery. For a limited time, visit chfmag.com and sign up to receive your complimentary copy today.
Come, experience Stressless at Inbo Furniture in Cornelius.